All right, so we are preparing to scrub in for a sterile surgery. We're going to do it very basic. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to don our cap, our gown, and we're going to do a closed gloving procedure. First, we want to go ahead and don our cap. This will go right over your head like this, covering all your hair. Okay, we've got our cap on. Now usually after the cap is placed on, I've already got my mask on. We'll go and we'll wash our hands thoroughly. We'll do a full scrub in between our fingers, in between each finger here and the hands. So as if we have just scrubbed and now my hands are wet from the scrub. We want to keep our hands up above our waist and keep them up here as not to drop them down for contamination to drip down your fingers. So we're going to pretend like my hands are wet from scrub. We're going to come right over here to our already opened pack. This is the sterile zone right here inside the green square. We want to come to our pack and stand at a little bit of a distance so that we're not too close. We're going to grab our towel from our fold here and we're going to go ahead and place the front side of the towel on our first hand. We're going to dry each finger, dry the hands, and down your arm. Then we're going to go ahead and reverse. We're going to take this side of the towel and then place it on this hand. And we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. We're going to dry our fingers, each finger, and down the arms, and then throw that aside because that is now contaminated. So now we are ready for our gown. We're going to go ahead and pick up from these strings here, and there's a sterile side that stays on the outside and then a side that's going to touch you. This is going to be considered the contaminated side. So we're going to go ahead and lift our gown up from the sterile zone and up and out. We can then place our arms through here, and normally you're going to have a circulating nurse that's going to come around and that's going to be able to tie you in. And then next step is you want to make sure your hands never come out of these cuffs. That is the most important thing with closed gloving. Hands never come out of the cuffs here. So now we're going to come to our sterile zone here. I have my gloves already out. I'm going to go ahead and open up our pack here. And flatten this out. Alright, what I like to do before I start gloving is I'll hold this back side, I'll hold the fingers, and I'll kind of give it a little tug just to give it a little stretch. Kind of loosens it up for you. So first we're going to start with the right hand. You're going to grab the left glove and you're going to flip it fingers toward you, and you want to apply the thumb portion to your thumb portion. With your left hand, you're going to grab the cuff side here, and the right hand, you're going to grab the other side of the cuff. And you grab hold, and what you do is you just take this down's a little big, there we are, and it flips, should flip. These gloves are too small. Oh man, sorry, misplaced my finger. All right, so I got finger and cuff, and it should flip. Oh my gosh, these gloves are too small. And they go right on and snap, and you leave them there. Now you're going to take your sleeve, and now you can open your fingers up, and you're going to slightly tug on your sleeve, and your fingers should, this glove is very small, I should have used a little bit larger of a glove. There. And fingers and on. All right, sterile. Now we're going to grab our right glove and we're going to place it on our left hand. Fingers to fingers, thumb to thumb, and same operation. We're going to go ahead and grab the inside of the cuff with our right hand. We're going to grab the outside of the cuff with our left hand. And we're going to flip that right on, and it should go right on and snap. Then you're going to grab your cuff here. Remember, this is sterile, and it should slide. This one went on a little bit easier. There we are. and we are sterile. We are ready for surgical anesthesia.